Thanks for that clarity, Mark. Moving on to China and the macro environment there, the broader economy and business conditions, how would you characterise it?
So I think broader conditions in terms of China and more broadly in terms of Asia, we're seeing an onset of inflation coming through. I think what is very, very clear, though, is that through COVID, people are acutely aware of their need to get health and protection coverage. And this fits in terms of our overall purpose, which is help people get the most out of life through really giving healthcare and making healthcare far more accessible to more people throughout Asia. So we've seen in terms of our coverage, in terms of our multi-channel distribution, in terms of digital and our geographic spread throughout Asia and Africa. We're in 23 countries, 15 markets in Asia, 8 markets in Africa. So we're seeing a lot of different behaviors, but undoubtedly an element of consumers really far more aware of the health needs and the needs to try and get greater coverage in these difficult times.
Mark Martin here. Great to see you again. Welcome back, and always a pleasure having you on the show. So Africa and Asia proves two key markets, most key markets. As far as China goes, how important is this development? About a week ago, authorities announced the launch of China's first private pension schemes, and now securities regulators are trying to nudge ETFs to try and include pension products. I mean, does this spell opportunity for names like Pru? Because, your German competitor, Allianz, already has a foot in the door.
Martin, so this is a huge opportunity. This is great news that the China government is really focusing on the pillar 3 of their pensions industry. There's probably about over a $1.4 trillion gap in terms of the next 5-10 years in terms of where pensions should be. China at the moment, I think pension assets make up about 10% of GDP. And in other developed markets, it's about 2/3. So that makes a gap of nearly 50% of China's GDP that needs to kind of be focused in on pension assets over the course of the coming decades. So it's a huge opportunity. We're really, really pleased to see the development, really pleased to see the level of contribution that individuals will be able to make to this, encouraged to see that there will be some tax incentives to be able to encourage this behavior, because it's a fairly new behavior that the government wants Chinese consumers to undertake. And one of the key things that we'll be looking at is how we actually make the most of this opportunity as these assets start moving into pension funds.